What is going on, everyone? I wanted to make another Photoshop tutorial video for people that want to make their own thumbnails, and I already made one that gave away a template for people if they wanted to. I'll link that in the description, and I'll put like an annotation on the screen or something. But I wanted to go more into detail with this and show like things in Photoshop that you can do to make it better. So if you want to put your own touch on it, you can use these tips and you can make your own thumbnails that look a lot nicer. But anyways, starting with a new file or a new picture, I made my preset 1280 by 720. You can save that, and this is the size of the thumbnails on YouTube, so I'm going to open that up. And one of the things I wanted to talk about is how to have your picture in here and then take away the background. So basically making cutouts of anything. So whether it's okay, so if you want to get rid of something that has a white background, say this isn't actually white, I'll make this, I'll make this green. So say you want to get rid of this white part and you just want to have this in the picture. So what you can do is you have three options pretty much. You can use your pen tool, or you can use either your magic wand or your quick selection tool. Pen tool is the most efficient if you're going for something that's more detailed like this, or that doesn't have a foreground background that the quick selection tool can read. So I'll show you a better example of that in the future so you know what I'm talking about. But if it has just a white background like this, you can just click on your magic wand tool, click it, make sure you're selecting the right layer, or it's just going to select the background of the green. So click this layer, click on the white, click delete, and there you go, you have a cutout. And then you can go in here and get rid of this also. Delete. And if you want to scroll in and out like this, hold down Control Alt, and then just use your mouse wheel. And it's really easy. Select, deselect, and there's your cutout. So that's the first way to do it. Let's get rid of that real quick. As you can see here, you want to use this picture of this player, but you don't want all this background stuff. Control T to change the Control T to resize the image. Okay, let's put it like that. So as you can see, I'm selecting layer. Quick selection tool doesn't work. It just kind of selects like big clumps of it like that. That's alright, but with images that have more things in the background, it's going to be a lot harder, and as you can see, it kind of like cuts some stuff out that you don't want cut out. So what you have to do is click your pen tool here, and then you need to zoom in, Control Alt mouse wheel like I said before, and you need to put anchor points on every edge that you want in. So let's get this soccer ball in here, and if you hold down the click whenever you're doing it, you can kind of put some curve on the line like this. If you want to get rid of, if you want to go back and you mess up one of these anchor points, all you need to do is press Control Alt Z, and that's for anything. That's basically the undo button, just a shortcut. So if you're using Photoshop, it's a good idea to get to know these shortcuts, just because it makes this process a lot shorter. And if you're zoomed in like this and you want to scroll around the image, hold down spacebar and then just drag like this. A little hand tool will come up. So it kind of takes a long time, but the end result is worth it, and it makes images a lot easier. And if you want, say for example like I just did it, it's in here. If you want to readjust it without having to go back, just hold down Control and you can just readjust the anchor point. Let's fix this up there. Zoom out. Zoom out here. Okay. So once you have this completely filled and you connect the very last anchor, right click on this and then make a selection. Press OK. And it's just going to make a dash of the thing. Then what you want to do is go up to the select tab, click inverse, and then click delete. It's just going to delete everything in the background. So as you can see, there's some like red outline on this side. All you really have to do, select, deselect, pull out your eraser tool, and then press the little bracket to make it smaller, and then you can literally just erase. Okay, so now let's talk about some filters, coloring, lighting, things like that, hue, saturation, brightness, things that you can do in Photoshop to make images look a lot better. So say you made your thumbnail with your cutouts and your background, and now you want to start editing it to make it look nice. So I'm just going to use this picture that I found on Google Images, and first I'm going to make a cutout of this so that I can edit this separately from the back. Okay, so once you have the selection and you don't want to select inverse and cut out the background, what you can do is press Control J and it'll make a copy of just the selection. So if I hide this, it's only going to show this. So if you want to do these, if you want to edit these two separately, click here, go to the layer you just made of just the cutout, and then you want to press Control, click on the image, it's going to select it again, show this, and then click on your background layer and then just press delete. So what just happened basically is it deleted the selected area that you just made, and then select, deselect. So now you can change the background separately, and then you can change this thing separately. So let's do this first. Go in here, click on this, press Control to select it. Now you have a few different options to do this, either plug-in filters that you download, or you can use these adjustments that Photoshop has. So I'll go through the adjustments first. Brightness and contrast, you can up the contrast a bit, make that look cool. Brightness, keep it like that. So that already looks a lot better from what it was originally. As you can see, it looks a lot more HD. It looks nice. Okay, so click back on your layer, and then what else can we do? Hue and saturation. If you want to change the color altogether, this can completely just change the hue of it. So say you want to change it to something like submarine-ish, like that. Put like a submarine in the background, put like an Arctic thing, you can change it blue, and make like a cool wallpaper or something, make a cool thumbnail. Okay, so that's kind of the basic filters. Another one, like I said before, is the layer style. Go through here, give it a drop shadow, give it all these different things: contour, bevel, satin, inner glow, inner shadow, stroke, all that kind of stuff. So if you click on here and you go to filter, you can do a bunch of different things: blur, distort, noise, pixelate, render. If you go to render, you can put like a lens flare or something. So I'll put one like right there, and you can't really see it on this image. Oh, there you go. So step 4, as you can see, it just kind of puts like this little lens flare. Oh, you can kind of see it right here. I'll zoom in. So that's cool. Let's do another one. Filter, stylize, diffuse, sharpen. You can make it more sharp if you want to. It kind of makes a little it kind of adds noise though. So I'll undo that. And then if you really want to get into the really good filters, Topaz Labs is something I downloaded. I think you have to buy it. I'm not sure unless you find a download on the internet. But I'll click on it. It's a plugin, and it gives you all these preset filters, which are like professional filters. So they look really nice. As you can see, winter landscape, that just looks like really cool in HD. I'll click on that, apply it. Okay, and all these colors. Let's see. And as you can see, it's pretty cool looking. I mean, this is kind of like a simple thumbnail. If you want to see my preset for all my COD thumbnails, I'll link that in the description like I said at the beginning. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys later.